So in the beginning of the film, we see a thief going inside a building with a rope. This building is of jewelers where the world's most expensive crown has been made. Diabolik, that thief, had to steal that crown. He looks inside the building through the window. There was only one security guard there. Everyone else was wasting time, and so his work was easy. That as soon as he enters the building, he first kills the security guard. Without wasting time, Diabolik opens the door of the safe. That as soon as the door opens, the security alarm goes off. This alerts the rest of the guards. They quickly go to the safe and try to open the safe's door and check inside. But the safe's door is not opening because Diabolik has sealed it from the inside. They decide to use a bomb to break through the door. And until they succeed in opening the safe, Diabolik had already done his work. He had already flown on his paraglider and escaped from here. He lands his paraglider on a car in a little while. The car was being driven by his partner, Eva, and they both escape from here with that precious crown. The scene cuts, and the next day we see that the jeweler, whose crown was stolen by Diabolik, had a launch party for his jewelry, where 5 supermodels wear their company's most expensive jewelry and perform a dance. This jewelry was so beautiful that everyone was eager to buy it. In this party, the security was also kept very tight, because Diabolik had already stolen a precious crown. They were afraid that something like this would happen here too. As soon as these supermodels finish their dance performance, the night suddenly passes here. As soon as the lights go out due to security issues, a police officer takes all these supermodels to a safe room. As soon as they enter this room, the security guard closes the room's shutter, and we are shown that this was not a room in reality, but it was a container that picked up these models and took them from here. And the officer who did this job was not a police officer. It was Diabolik who had put a police officer's mask on his face. And once again, he succeeded in stealing a lot of jewelry. After this, we see that Diabolik takes off the jewelry he wore from all the girls and leaves them on the deserted road. After which these models go to a hotel. As soon as they go there, one of them calls an officer named Ginko. She reports to him that his work has been done according to the plan. That is, there is a great twist in the story that whatever work has been done, the police had made this plan to catch Diabolik. All these girls were actually agents, and the jewelry that was given to Diabolik so easily, there was a tracker on that jewelry. And now using the same tracker, Ginko, that is, the police officer who has been after Diabolik for many years, he very easily wants to find out about Diabolik's hideout and catch him. Unknowingly, Diabolik reaches a hill from all these plans. On pressing a button, that hill opens like a door, in which he and Eva take their truck and go. As soon as they come in, they take out their stolen goods and start celebrating their victory. With the jewelry they had at that time, these people could live their future lives very comfortably. That's why Eva tells Diabolik, "Why don't we take a long break now?" But Diabolik refuses to do it, and Eva starts discussing her next plan of theft. On the other hand, we see that the police had also reached the secret hideout of Diabolik while tracking the GPS. But here, seeing the hill, these people get very confused. Ginko, that is, the police officer, now decides to blow this hill with a bomb. And as soon as these people blast here, they see a tunnel inside, on the other side of which was Diabolik. Diabolik and Eva had also seen the police coming in through the CCTV camera. That's why they leave all their stolen goods here and start trying to get out of the secret passage. And when the police reach here, they don't find them both here. But Ginko had seen the secret passage here, from which Eva and Diabolik came out. He also follows them from the same path and even sees them. Before the police reached them, these people were running fast. But then Eva's foot gets stuck in a cliff. Diabolik tries to get her foot out, but the police were getting closer to them. And then Diabolik, cheating his own partner Eva, leaves her here for the police and runs away alone, which makes Eva sad. The police had also seen how Diabolik cheated Eva. Now before the police catch Eva, Eva also jumps into a nearby river and saves her life from the police. Gideon, Diabolik, and Eva both escaped from the police. Because of this, Ginko is very sad, because he came so close to Diabolik after a lot of hard work. And yet he got out of his hands. Anyway, now they get Diabolic stolen, expensive things. Millions of jewelry, millions of paintings, cars, I don't know what. The police had now got hold of all these things. At this point, Ginko got a map of a building built in a city. He thought that Diabolik must have a secret hideout. So he goes to that building and starts looking for it. First of all, he didn't find anything here. But then by mistake, an officer's hand touches a lever. As soon as the lever was pressed, a secret passage to the basement opened. Ginko and her team carefully checked that place. This place was like a lab. And here Diabolik used to make fake masks for himself, which he must have used during the theft. Before the police do anything here, Ginko forbids everyone from touching anything here, because he knows that Diabolik will definitely come here before the next theft. At the end of the scene, we see Jinka's fiancée. She is the mayor of this city. She loves Ginko a lot and wants to marry him. But Ginko says that we can't get married yet. Until I catch Diabolik, I won't get married. Hearing this, the queen became quiet. She says to Ginko, "Okay, I have a party in a few days. I will wear a lot of jewelry. I want you to stay with me at the party that day, so that no one can steal that necklace." At the end of the scene, we are shown the scene of the building, where Diabolik had kept the machine for making masks. There were a lot of police officers stationed here. Diabolik puts on a mic there and starts listening to all the police officers. The police officers were changing their duties, and now it was the duty of the roller. As soon as the second police officer leaves here, Diabolik opens the basement door. As soon as the basement door opens, the officer's eyes fall on Diabolik, and he starts pouring bags. But not a single bullet hit Diabolik, because there is a mirror wall between them. Hearing the sound of bullets, all the officers came to this basement alert. They see that their police officer was lying unconscious on the ground, and Diabolik had stolen his machine for making masks. As soon as Ginko gets this news, Ginko was very angry with his officers about how Diabolik took his machine from under his nose. The next day, Ginko is called by the higher authorities. They ask Ginko, "What will be your next strategy?" Now they were saying that they get a call from Eva. Eva knew that along with Diabolik, the police were also looking for her. She says to the police, "Diabolik has cheated me, so I will support you in catching Diabolik. But in return, I also want something from you. After catching Diabolik, you will release me. All the charges against me will be eliminated, and you will also settle me safely in another country." After saying all this, Eva says to Ginko, "I am giving you only half an hour to decide." As soon as she says this, she turns off the phone. The higher authorities liked Eva's idea. They asked Ginko to work on this idea, but Ginko did not agree to this. Along with Diabolik, he also wanted to catch Eva. Thinking something, he leaves this office and goes to his office. There, while meeting his team, he makes a plan. That when I get Eva's call in the next half hour, I will keep Eva busy later. You guys track Eva's location and arrest her. Ginko's plan was working perfectly. As soon as Eva called him, he put Eva on the phone, and the police tracked her location and reached her. Eva did not call from any secret address, but she called from a normal phone booth. Now, as soon as these people go to the phone booth to catch Eva, they see that there is no one there, because Eva has run away from the tunnel just below the phone booth. And so Ginko's plan failed again. Here at the police station, as much as the police had picked up the stolen Diabolik, an officer noticed that a bracelet was missing from it. The same bracelet that had a tracker in it. She knew that it must be in Eva's hands, and she immediately gives this news to Ginko. This meant that these people could still trace Eva's location and catch her. Their suspicion was correct. Eva was wearing that bracelet, with the help of which they reached her while tracking the location. As soon as Agent Roller reached him, he had put a gun on him. Before he could shoot Eva, attacking him, snatched his gun and ran away in his car. By the time Ginko reached the location, Eva had already left. He found Roller lying on the ground. Roller was very happy that he got the stolen Diabolik bracelet back. But he didn't know that this bracelet was taking him to Eva again and again. This stupidity becomes a threat to his job, and he is forbidden to go to the field. Here we see that Ginko's plan failed, and because he didn't listen to the authorities are very angry with him. They give him the last warning that, if he doesn't work with Eva, he will be fired. Ginko didn't have any other option, so he decided to meet Eva. He now sends a secret message through Eva's newspaper. After reading it, Eva calls him, and in the evening they make a plan to meet. Eva tells Ginko here that Diabolik wants to get his stolen goods back at any cost. So we have to spread the news in the underworld that the police are going to a safe place with all the stolen goods of Diabolik. Diabolik will come to take it, and then we will catch Diabolik. Eva's plan explains that after spreading this news in the underworld, they will take out a van with a lot of scooters. But we will not keep real gold in this van. This van will only be to distract Diabolik. He will feel that there is gold in it, so he will come to steal it. We will pass this van through a tunnel, and as soon as Diabolik reaches the tunnel, we will surround him from all sides. On the other hand, we will send the real gold to another place in a junk van. Ginko liked this idea, and they start working on this idea. He now spreads the news in the underworld, with the help of his undercover agent, that all the stolen goods of the police are going to be shifted to another place. After which Ginko went to his fiancée, and he told his fiancée to forgive him. But I cannot come to the party with you. As far as the necklace is concerned, he will send his most capable officer for its security. Now finally, the day has come when Diabolik will be caught by Ginko. On the other hand, we see that, to get himself ready, Queen also invited a makeup artist from the city to her house. Here, all the police officers were being explained their plans at the police station. Now the problem was that, if everyone goes on the mission, Ginko will regret his first mistakes. Look, I will do this job very responsibly. After which all the stolen goods were put in a small van. As soon as the order is received, these people take out the fake truck with the security, while on the other hand, the truck filled with goods can be taken out on the other road. According to the plan, when all the cars were passing through the room, suddenly the door of the room closed. Suddenly a man came out of the side. We see Queen, whose necklace was also stolen. On the other hand, the roller also takes the truck out of the highway and takes it to the jungle, where he finds a girl. At a distance, they both take off their masks, and the biggest fact is revealed to us, that the girl, the makeup artist, who met the roller here, is none other than Eva, who stole the Queen's necklace. And Officer Roller is also not a police. We go to the cash box and find out that this was all Diabolik's plan. He deliberately left Eva behind that day, so that the police would think that he has deceived Eva, and he believed Eva's words. And the day Diabolik went to the basement to steal his mask machine, he really killed Officer Roller that day. After that, he made Officer Roller's mask and wore it himself. Since then, he has been roaming in the middle of the police, and no one doubted him. After that, he got all the stolen goods back. And after knowing this, Ginko was most shocked. Neither did he get Diabolik, nor did he get all the goods. At the same time, he also lost more than 3 necklaces of his fiancée. Here, Diabolik and Eva took all their stolen wealth and shifted to another country, where they decided to live a good life. And showing both of them, this movie ends here.